Hello everyone, Bean here. How you doing? I just want to start this video up by saying I'm not asking you to subscribe, like, share, or leave a comment. I can give a crap less. I only do this for fun. I don't want to have a big following. I don't want to be dealing with YouTube's commission kind of crap. And I don't care if you like the video or not. I'm not asking for someone to leave a comment and a like just so that my videos, become more popular. I don't care. I do this purely for fun. If you don't like it, then you could off. So, I've got my Schecter Sun Valley traditional here. Roasted maple neck and fingerboard. I love that they copied the Ibanez and put the heel on an angle, made it a little bit thinner, easy to get to. So, Vega trim, still staying in tune. Original Schecter locking tuners. I just put a rolling tree on there. And I don't go up any higher than that. I don't need to. Damasio Fast Track 2, Damasio, the tone zone, and it's got so much tone that I roll it off a little bit, so it's not that bright. Yeah, I got the orange burst on, and here's the gain on the Fender SuperSonic 22. Yeah, that's another song I'm working on. Popped into my head. So let's make some noise. bit different because I rearranged my pedal board. My go-to pedal that I use for my solos for the boost is all the way up here now. So instead of me just having to go like that, I got to go all the way over here with my foot on my footstool, trying to balance myself and keep in mind what I'm playing. I'll get it. It just has to, my brain has to get used to doing that kind of thing. So, yeah. I mentioned the thing with the before because I can't tell you how many videos I look at, not to mention how many videos are AI now. It's under an account that you don't even physically see a person. You see an AI person, and then you could tell by the way they're speaking. And if they show you someone speaking, you could tell you could see that their vocal cords aren't inhaling. You could see that they're not pausing. They're just speaking like it's from the machine. So that, along with the reels on Facebook, that really just annoyed the snot out of me. It's mostly that now, but for the other thing is, and they also say the same thing. If you like this video, leave a comment now. If you think this is you leave a comment. And what do you think about this? Yeah, they just want you to click on it, like it, leave a comment, just so that the algorithm is high for that video. And I hate when people beg, please like it. If I like someone, I don't need someone to tell me to do it. If I like what they're doing, I like the content, I like what I hear, I think they're a good player, I'm learning something, I'm getting something out of it, entertainment-wise or educational, yeah, I'm going to subscribe to them. Still might not, leave a comment. I a lot of times I would hit like because I enjoyed it, but I don't, hit the thumbs down anymore because I don't want to put negativity out into the world. I want everything positive. That's why I don't like watching the news and TV shows and movies that aggravate me. And when I like the commercial, they're running around, and the guy with a chainsaw is chasing them, and the girl goes, "Why don't we just get into the running car?" It's just common sense stuff. The way things are, people now should be more educated about life just by what they watch on TV. And if you don't, then you're a complete moron, So yeah, and my wife hates watching the movie with me because she'll see the arm go up like, did you see that? How stupid. Like, they're sneaking out of the house. Why would you slam the door? So that you could get the person to wake up and come get you. Well, if you go to, you're sneaking out of the house. Why do you peel out with the car? Why don't you just roll away slowly? Why would they do that? And then the guy wakes up and he's got, it's just common sense. Shooting scenes. Because I worked in the private sector, and I've been trained for it, I can't help. It could also be my what is that? That thing where you tap and you count, which I do, where I'm counting bullets every time, and I see someone's got a revolver, and I'm like, wow, man, they got 9 shots out of that revolver. That's amazing. Oh, look at that. That Beretta just fired 27 bullets without even changing the mag. What? So yeah. So the guy is running, and all of a sudden it's one guy against 5 guys. 5 guys are shooting at him. Bullets are, and he's shooting all the 5 guys, but he doesn't get hit once. Come on now. So yeah, that's what my wife has to go through watching a show with me. A movie or a series or anything. It's just make it real. The only thing that I've seen that I enjoy that's as close to real as it can get, without no snags or BS, is the Bourne movies, where he's always ahead of the game. He's, and he just knows what's going on. It's like, you know, it's common sense. Anything else, it's like, okay, let's just have this happen and that, and then, man, they're getting that desperate. Well, how many times can you write a movie or a series? It's like, how you can't reinvent the wheel. You know what I mean? Like, what can you do different to an electric guitar that hasn't been done already? You can't. So, and then, you know, I saw a video where a guy that I watch out of Arizona, he was questioning, are tube amps, you know, done? Are they obsolete? Or whatever the topic was. And that's not the first video I saw, because everyone's using a modeler, you know, a fractal, a processor that's got everything, amp sounds and this and that, and they can plug a guitar into that and then plug it right into a PA system without even using a microphone. And to me, I want to hear a tube amp. I want to hear the warmness of the amp, the sustain. I want to hear the speakers in the amp. I want to hear what pedals he's got with the guitar, with the pickups. You know, I want to hear the whole package. I don't want to hear someone can grab, you know, like I said, a $99 guitar and plug it into a fractal or whatever those other helixes are, into a PA system, not even an amp, excuse me, and play, and everything sounds great. You know, it could be the crappiest guitar with the worst setup and the cheapest, you know, sounding microphonic pickups, but he plugs into that, into a PA, and everything sounds good. And everything's being covered up. It's saturated, so thick and heavy. You know, it's like you can't even hear if they make a mistake, or you can't even really hear. It doesn't articulate one note from the other. It just sounds like a, you know. And again, we're doing the speed shredding, which, don't get me wrong, I do it sometimes too. And then once I wake up, I stop doing it. But I get into it, but I don't do it where it's a main part of my playing. You know, Yngwie was the one that started it, and then after that you had Steve Lukather. Then after that, the other guy is I was supposed to be his bodyguard. He lived down the road from me on Long Island. John Petrucci. So those are the two American shredders that I know of. You know, that had their own thing, and I believe whether it came before or after Malmsteen, I don't know. I think that was still in their DNA. But as far as country shredders, my two country shredders that I'm my favorites, and I watch the videos on them all the time, is Roy Clark and Glenn Campbell. Those two guys could shred a country guitar lick or country guitar song and just burn on it, you know. So if you get down to it, they were the first shredders. They just happened to be country players before anyone else came out. That's what I think. I think they were better than Les Paul and Chet Atkins, as far as, you know, that goes. But again, that's just my opinion. You could hate on it if you want, but you know. So yeah, I do a lot of YouTube videos. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good day, and much better tomorrow.